Hi, this is Kendra over at Pencil and Pigment, and I wanted just to do another June check-in with however you're doing. I'm still working on a JuneBug. I had company, so I wasn't able to post last week, but these are the insects I've been doing since then. And once again, these are a combination of Pilot Pen, Sharpie, Copic multiliner, Sakura microns for the hand lettering, and then the insect itself is the Faber-Castell Polychromos, and that's been a lot of fun. I'm trying to get into colored pencils. I've never really experimented with them. It's been a fun experiment. I really enjoyed it. This one was a jelly roll that was sparkly because I borrowed it from my daughter. I don't have a lot of pink pens. And some of these have been more time invasive than others. But all of them equally fun. And this is one of the pocket-sized sketchbook from the Electrum 1917. They discontinued this yellow one, but I believe you can still buy it in their green and their orange. And these are my bugs. So it's almost July. Are you ready? The year's half over. Are you ready for July? I'm so not ready for July. Man. Do you know what you're going to do for July? I have posted on my Instagram a bunch of the July challenges that are coming up. This one was super fun. The frog-legged beetle. And that's where I'm at. I have 4 more to do, and then I'm done for the month of June and JuneBug. But I posted all the July creator artist challenges I could find. And personally, I'm leaning towards World Watercolor Month, just because I never watercolor, and 1 month out of the year seems to be about all I have time for. I think I like pen and ink illustration the most. And so watercolor isn't really a thing I gravitate towards, though I love it. I do love it when I do it. So that's what I'm going to be doing for July. And I wanted to throw up just a little review or comparison. If you're looking to purchase some watercolor sketchbooks, I have 3 that I have opinions about. Especially when it comes to like quality of paper. If that's something that really interests you, and here are the previous ones I did. That's something that interests you. Let's do that now. So here is my Moleskine watercolor sketchbook in the A5 size, which is, I don't know, 5 by 8 inches. I'm obviously not using metric, but I'll link all these in the product description box. These are, the paper is wood pulp. I believe they say 140 pound. I try and go by grams a little bit more, just because those are a bit more accurate. Here is the Pentalic watercolor sketchbook. The only difference between this one and the Moleskine, other than price, is this one you get a bookmark, and the paper is a touch more ivory over the white Moleskine, and the book cover is a dark blue. Now, if I had to choose between the Moleskine or this one, I would choose the Moleskine, because I cannot keep the paper from falling out of this book. The bindings just fall out. Plus, I really like using white ink. These are the Jelly Roll white ink pen, and I really like using them for corrective things when I'm doing more illustrative watercolor with detail, and it would really show up on this ivory paper. So between the 2 of them, I would Moleskine. If I had to choose my favorite, it's going to be this one. This is the one I'm going to watercolor in. This is the Paul Rubens, about A5 size watercolor sketchbook. This one was purchased on Amazon. It is labeled as hot press, which means it is smoother, and cold press has more texture. But I would argue that this does have a little bit of texture on it, and this is 100% cotton rag. So this is very nice high quality paper, especially since it's about the same price as the moleskin. So that's the one I'm going to be using for World Watercolor Month. I haven't decided what I'm going to do, if I'm going to do landscapes or people or what. I don't know. I'm going to wing it maybe. Maybe I'll do plants. Maybe I'll do spirit animals. I don't really know. I have a bunch of ideas written down in my notebook, but I'm just trying to finish up JuneBug. So here are some of the pens I've been using for JuneBug. If I had to pick a favorite pen, it would always be the Sakura Micron. I have some of these pens from the 90s that still work. I don't use a lot of red ink, and so I do have a pen from about 93, and it works like it's brand new. I love the shade range of the Copic multiliner a little bit better, but they don't hold as much ink, personally. Since I use up my pens, I literally run out of ink. I would say the Micron has more ink. I also think the nib is just a hair smoother. Pilot's fine. It's a fine pen for writing. It has uneven layout sometimes, and I will get a bigger clump when writing. I've noticed that pens that Pilot specifically makes for illustration, I think I have one over here, let me look. Here is, it's called Pilot Juice. This is a 0.5. These other ones that are polka dot are 0.7. This is a 0.5. And this one's very nice. I get an even distribution and layout. So maybe that's something within the Pilot family. If you want to look at, if you like writing with some of your drawing pens, that's something you want to look at. I do have some gel pens that I love gel pens. I've had no fading or yellowing with the white gel pen ink. So I will always use this color ink over some of the other pens that are in white ink because I've had those yellow over years and years of use. There are some weird pens I have in my collection. I don't know. I have an Artline Blocks. This pen is horrible. I love this color. I think it's the perfect Prussian green. And this is the drawing pen. It also comes in a brush tip for people who like doing calligraphy. But it's the equivalent of holding a Lego, and it's horrible. So I own one because I haven't found this exact same color in any other pen. But holding it is absolutely brutal. I don't recommend it. Alright, I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. I hope you have a great productive day, and I'll see you next week. Thanks, bye.